Hey there, teachers! We've got an exciting online video audio story coming your way, packed with twists, turns, and jaw dropping moments that you won't want to miss. But wait, there's more. We've also prepared some awesome supporting resources to go with this audio. After listening to this, head over to our website to download them so that you can deliver lessons in your own settings. Whether it's character profiles, behind the scenes footage, or exclusive templates, we've got lots of variety on our site. And hey, while you're there, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll never miss an update and be the first to know when new episodes and resources are released. Thanks for your support. Now on with the story. In a rather eccentric town of Piffleton, something utterly bizarre and spine-tinglingly funny happened. It all started in the hallowed halls of Piffleton High, where our heroine, Matilda Crumpet, was having an exceptionally peculiar day. Matilda, with her wild mane of curls and oversized glasses, was the picture of studious determination. Her nose was perpetually buried in textbooks, and her phone was an extension of her hand, a lifeline to the world beyond the classroom walls. One dreary Wednesday afternoon, as the rain pelted down like a herd of tap-dancing elephants on the school roof, Matilda found herself in the library, the sanctuary of every nerd in Piffleton. The room was dimly lit, casting eerie shadows that danced like mischievous phantoms on the walls. The air was thick with the musty scent of ancient tomes and the faint whiff of teenage angst. Matilda was engrossed in her studies, furrowing her brows at a particularly vexing algebra problem, when her phone buzzed with the urgency of 1,000 caffeinated squirrels. She glanced at the screen, her eyes widening in disbelief. A message from an unknown number had appeared, and it read, "I know what you did last summer." Her heart skipped a beat, and she let out a yelp that echoed through the library, startling several unsuspecting students. Matilda's mind raced. What had she done last summer? Besides binge-watching an ungodly number of TV shows and surviving her cousin Mildred's disastrous attempt at making scones, there wasn't much to confess. Determined to get to the bottom of this mystery, Matilda texted back, her fingers flying across the screen like tiny panicked insects. "Who is this? What do you want?" Seconds felt like hours as she waited for a response. Finally, her phone buzzed again. "Meet me in the old science lab after school. Come alone." Now, the old science lab was the stuff of legend at Piffleton High. It was said to be haunted by the ghost of Professor Wobblebottom, a mad scientist who had accidentally turned himself into a newt during a botched experiment. Matilda shivered at the thought, but couldn't resist the lure of a good mystery. As the final bell rang, she gathered her courage and her homework and made her way to the old science lab. The door creaked ominously as she pushed it open, revealing a room shrouded in darkness and dust. Cobwebs hung like delicate lace from the ceiling, and the faint smell of sulphur lingered in the air. "Hello?" Matilda called out, her voice trembling slightly. Suddenly, the lights flickered on, and she found herself face to face with the source of her torment. It was none other than Rupert the janitor, dressed in a ridiculous ghost costume, complete with a sheet over his head and eyes cut out. "Rupert!" Matilda exclaimed, half in relief and half in exasperation. Rupert pulled off the sheet, revealing his sheepish grin. "Gotcha, didn't I? It's all part of the school's new anti-bullying campaign. We're scaring students into being nicer to each other." Matilda rolled her eyes, a smile tugging at her lips. "You nearly gave me a heart attack, you know." Rupert chuckled. "Sorry about that, Matilda, but you've got to admit it was pretty funny." As she left the old science lab, Matilda couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of it all. She had survived the ghost of Professor Wobblebottom, or rather Rupert in a sheet, and lived to tell the tale. And from that day on, she vowed never to let a mysterious text message rattle her again. After all, in the quirky town of Piffleton, you never knew what kind of hilariously spooky adventure awaited you next. Child development psychology and neuroscience play a crucial role in understanding what unfolds in the fascinating world of a child's brain during their first year of life. Imagine the brain as a construction site where intricate connections are being built and strengthened every day, shaping the foundation for future development. From the moment of birth, the brain embarks on an extraordinary journey of growth and organization. At this stage, the brain is like a bustling city, with neurons as its inhabitants communicating through electrical and chemical signals. These neurons form connections called synapses, which are like roads connecting different parts of the brain. As the child explores the world around them, these connections multiply rapidly, creating a vast network of pathways. During the first year, the brain experiences remarkable changes. It's as if a skilled architect is designing the blueprint of a magnificent building. The brain begins to specialize in certain functions, such as language, motor skills, and social interaction. For example, the language area of the brain becomes more active as the child listens to and attempts to mimic sounds and words. Similarly, the motor skills area becomes engaged as the child starts grasping objects, rolling over, and eventually crawling or walking. Now let's talk about factors that could negatively impact this intricate construction project. Just like a construction site plagued by unforeseen obstacles, certain experiences or conditions can hinder healthy brain development. Adverse experiences such as neglect, abuse, or chronic stress can disrupt the normal wiring of the brain. It's like throwing a wrench into the gears of a well-oiled machine. These negative experiences can lead to long-lasting effects on a child's emotional, cognitive, and social development. Now, when we talk about positive experiences, we're referring to the wide array of loving interactions, stimulating environments, and nurturing relationships that surround a child. These experiences are like sunshine, water, and fertile soil for the brain, allowing it to flourish and thrive. Positive experiences have a profound impact on different aspects of an infant's brain development. Let's explore some of the ways they contribute to a healthy and vibrant brain.